we're about to start. We are about to rock. No jerk-ups allowed. Enough with the games. No jerk-ups. So, we're about to chan and chill. Again, no jerk-ups allowed at all in tonight's stream. And let me make it public. Let me fix the thumb and put the tags. Add to playlist. Booyah. Should be public. We should be public now. Want you guys file in while I eat a cookie in mommy's basement. What's up, Falcro? What's up, jerk op? What's up, Super Jeff? Good gamer? It's been a bit. Haven't seen you in a while, dude. How's it going? What's up, Rick? What's up, S. Sanders? Yep. We are in mommy's basement. That cookie tasted kind of spicy. Kind of weird. Melinda? Yeah, Rich, I've noticed there's a couple of mouthy little motherfuckers on Facebook. I don't give a shit. They're helping the engagement. This Bud Light thing has really fucking triggered people, like, terribly. It's fucking ridiculous. Make sure you guys smash the like. Let's smash it while you guys come in. What's up, Stefano? What's up, Jeremy? We'll get started here in a little bit. We will get started here. I'm going to check the stream on Kick real quick. I am multi-streaming on Kick. I'll put the link in the chat for you guys. Kick's like a Twitch alternative. I got 22 followers on there. Okay. Here's my link. Make sure you guys go follow, even if you don't ever go watch me there. Please give me a follow. Make an account. Follow. Kick. I don't know why it's not letting me type on. Okay, well, I guess that's good enough. Let me refresh it. I don't know why it says Restream is messing up. Oh, well. How's everybody doing? Make sure you smash that like, and let's get started. So we left off. We're going to start part 29 of the comprehensive Chris Chan history documentary. It's my first time, in case you guys are wandering in here for the first time. It's my first time that I've been watching this. I'm getting, I guess, brought up to speed on the Christery, or whatever you want to call it. I'm still new to the Chan lore, so I'm getting myself brought up to speed. So yeah, we're gonna start.
What made him this way? What is the attraction?
I love that piano.
What keeps us fascinated?
What keeps us fascinated?
This is the story.
This is the story
of Chris Chan.
Of Chris Chan. Chris Chan. That music is great. I always have it in my head. Was 4chan because of Chris? No. 4chan was a thing without Chris.
On the 4th of July, 2010, a person living in Charlottesville who knew of Christian went to McIntyre Park to observe the Independence Day celebratory firework display.
Did they catch
He happened to see Chris there as well and watched him closely. According to the witness, Chris did not wear anything distinct, nor was he wearing his Sonichu medallion.
No Sonichu medallion.
Occasionally, he would take out his Nintendo DSi and presumably get a better look at people around him through the DSi's built-in camera and a fixed zoom lens.
Man,
he was then seen carrying out a task reminiscent of his Red String of Fate ploy. The witness noted his observations. I saw him scribble on something, wrap it around what I think he picked up was a rock, and threw it at this woman.
Somebody,
I don't think it hit her, but she seemed startled.
Reported.
She picked up whatever he threw, opened up the paper he had written on, looked at him, and shook her head.
What's up, Nightshade?
She then turned and went on her way. 2 days later, Christian resumed emailing Jackie, exposing his true emotions. I'm doing okay. I get lonely sometimes, the whole not having a girlfriend thing and whatnot, and I've gone out and try again to meet new people, but I still get held back with fear of rejection keeping me from approaching women, and I still have my mental hang-ups against the majority of the male population. The trolls were not much help either.
The jerk-offs.
I have few friends/acquaintances in real life, and I refuse to start any new relationships over the internet. I feel paranoia over that as well. Without my need to see a far distance glasses, I know that I have a handsome face. If there really are any single women in Seaville, I feel they would have seen me and at least say hey. But I'm constantly noticed in public. It makes me feel sad knowing that I am invisible even in the mass public events I've been hanging around in, such as the local Fridays after 5. Obviously, I need people to come to me and they make first contact, because even with my drunken word vomit shouts, I'm still invisible. My adult life sucks. Jackie sympathized with him and informed him that she will be visiting Charlottesville in August and wanted to arrange a meetup. Chris suggested that they meet either at the Fashion Square or the downtown mall. On July 9th, the person who spotted Chris in McIntyre Park on Independence Day saw him again at Fridays after 5. This time, he had taken the DSi zoom lens off his device and was using it as a telescope to look at other people.
How's it going?
He also had this habit of taking off and putting on his sunglasses within seconds of each other.
Thank you.
It seemed like he paid more attention to what was going on around him than what was happening at the concert. At one point, I noticed a girl, who looked like she was probably still in high school, jump up on the ledge beside Chris to join a group of friends who happened to be stationed behind the man baby. In the process, Chris turned to her, and it looked like he said something to her, because immediately her facial expression changed from a legit happy one to a forced smile one. She joined up with her friends, and they immediately huddled up together, whispering about something. At the same time, they all looked up at Chris and laughed. I can only imagine what he had said to the poor girl. A few moments later, one of the guys in the group picked up his cell phone and snapped a picture of Chris from behind. Maybe he's aware of who Chris is and will share his story somewhere. At that point, whether or not Chris realized they were making fun of him, he picked up his stuff and switched seating spots. The person managed to take a photo of Chris sitting on the grass. He was snapped carrying 3 Pokewalkers with him, which are Pokemon accessories that allow players to gain experience and catch other Pokemon the more they walk. He also seemed to be holding a folded piece of paper. 2 days later, as Jenkins Jinkies, Chris asked Clyde Cash on the Quickie about the prostitutes that were called to his house in March 2009, inquiring about the agency to which they belonged, hinting at wanting to call them up himself. Clyde failed to divulge any relevant information and proceeded to state how weak and weak-willed Chris was. On July 13th, Jenkins Jinkies advertised Chris's new Mod Nation Racers custom-made racetrack on the Quickie. He has his beta track up, as well as some actually neatly created Hot Wheels vehicles. He locked a couple of them. The man-child must have favorited those 2 cars from his collection. Lol, his track is lengthy and confusing, but I managed to run some laps on it. And he added a good version of the park with a fountain and a beach. Download his beta quickfill track for the laughs of using the defaulted beta tools. On July 15th, Christian went to TGI Fridays for a meal and some drinks. He recalled his experience to an online gal pal portrayed by Kim Wilson. I went out to Fridays for a drink Thursday
I love
evening.
Fridays.
Made 2 new friends.
You know what?
A 22-year-old
I'm gonna
pretty
go to
woman who's going
Fridays.
through a divorce currently, Lucky, and her best male friend. I also made a friendship with the owner of Fridays.
No nuts.
I got a bit loud in the main drunk part, but she was a nice woman. The next day, Chris once again attended Fridays after 5. He was seen by a different troll who made an account of what he saw. He was wearing a bright orange sleeveless shirt with what looked like a beer logo on the back and holding a Budweiser aluminum bottle, a little mini fan made to look like an iPod, and a hula hoop for some reason.
No nuts.
Most importantly, he had a sort of basic attraction sign with him. Nothing elaborate or directly sexual, but it said something like friendly and flirty man zone or something similar to that, and with more smaller text under that I couldn't make out. He apparently made himself aware to Chris directly, but nothing came of their interaction. Christian later wrote about the encounter himself in an email to Jackie. I should have gone after him in pursuit,
Chris drinks
but
now.
The only plan I had programmed in my head in response is take their picture with my DSI. I have reprogrammed my mind to pursue after lure, yell for a policeman, and have him arrested for taking photographs at the pavilion during Fridays after 5. On their triangular red column, they have a rules list, which includes no cameras or videotaping are permitted. I am positive I'll lure out the same guy from last Friday. I only got a brief look at his face, but I am positive I'd recognize him on future sight. He also informed her about his Jenkins Jinkies alias, and was convinced that the trolls did not suspect him to be Chris at all. In response, Jackie told him that she thought the same, and directed his attention to a message left by
there's all sorts. Well, there's a whole Wikipedia called the Wikipedia that has a lot of this documented.
Which would apparently allow him access to the administrator passwords.
I guess Chan and a lot of the trolls back in the day
in addition,
were actively documenting it
claimed that
back
they needed
then as it
Jenkins
happened.
Jinkies' help with their next trolling endeavor, which involved getting Christian's PlayStation 3 taken away from him to pay off his credit card debts. As part of the application process to join the inner circle, he would have to make a video stating why he hated Christian and give an account of his past trolling adventures. In the event that Chris himself might find the video, Jinkies was permitted to cover his face to protect his identity. Christian later showed the Jenkins Jinkies talk page to his church's reverend, Elizabeth Foss, and his pastoral counselor, Rocky Shoemaker, who intended to forward the contents of the troll's plot to a detective at their local police department. On July 22nd, Jackie emailed Chris after she had allegedly infiltrated the inner troll's private IRC conversation and linked to him a record of their chat. She urged him to make the introduction video
I don't shave at all.
Plans from the inside,
obviously,
emphasizing that clearing this baggage would ease both of their minds so they could confidently start a relationship together.
So, I couldn't recommend any shaving
Christian
product.
found a way to get back onto Flipnote Hatina by unlinking his old band account from his Nintendo DSi.
Maybe I need the
and created a new
Manscaped for my
account in its
balls.
place with the name Christian C, and re-uploaded all of his previous Flipnotes. 2 days later, all of his animations that were previously flagged and banned had disappeared from his account. He soon after re-uploaded them again, and for some reason were not taken down. On July 26th, Christian went to his local Goodwill store to film his Jenkins Jinkies video. He attempted to disguise himself by placing a blue t-shirt over his head and altering his voice, though his sports bra could be clearly seen through his clothing.
Why do you think nobody would recognize that's him? Did he really think he was disguised?
I hate Christian Western Chevy.
World's worst disguise ever.
He's a slob. The money is wasted on him.
What's up, 3Frame?
He doesn't have to work for this money. Damn him. And also,
yeah, he was wearing sports bras for quite a bit.
He should be friendly to his males. Really ticks me off. Anyway, I have been touring him. I sent him nice emails in the beginning when I started reading the comics. And then he did not reply, so that I sent him a bunch of curses. I did not pretend to be, a whole bunch of other companies like that and such. Obviously, delete my emails, but that's beside the point. Anyway, I believe my
Bad hand kill impression.
And everybody else in the quickie, I'll get the information on Christian Western Chandler. I'm sorry I have been taking so long in doing this, but I was just getting settled into my new home across the street from his house. Black sheep of the family. They live in the house, and they promise not to tell my family back up in Boston. And of course, also I have trolled him. I found him over at the Burger King on the way back to Boston from South Virginia, as I have created the famous Burger King page. Thank you very much. courtyard should rule.
The following day, the official form for the Inner Circle of Trolls, Trolling Train, was created.
Well, he was doing a voice to try to
invited
disguise
join.
his
He soon made
identity.
his first post on the forum, introducing himself and offering an elaborate backstory establishing his upbringing. My real name is Junior Jenkins. Scooby-Doo was the inspiration behind the Jinkies. LOL.
Jinkies.
I had a birthday recently on
Zoinks.
the 16th of July, so now I'm
Mike,
15.
where
I couldn't
are you,
celebrate it with my
Scoob?
friends like I would have wanted to, because I was hitchhiking my way to Ruckersville from Boston. I'm crashing at a house where I have some relatives there. They're the fucking black sheep of the family, and they're not close within the same house. It is cool, because they won't rat me out to my parents and siblings, like I need another damn minute with those assholes who overlook me. And the better part, their house is across the street from Chrissy's house.
Where's the jerk-offs?
Sadly though, the blinds to his bedroom are always closed, but I still get some sights of him and the family out of their house. I've arrived at my new home a few days ago on the 20th. I'll be spending my sophomore year and so on in Greene County's high school. I promised I'd write to my gal back in Boston, but what happens here she doesn't have to know.
My gal pal.
I'll have to make some new friends come September, but I'll be cool. I'm a stud. I'll also miss my favorite duo of dudes, Jerry and Dino. They taught me the ropes of high school life. They both were 16. I looked up to them like I would have for my older sister if she wasn't such a fucking cunt.
I miss high school
They were
life.
a gay couple, and they respected me as a friend only. I made it my final realization I was not gay with the help of Jerry and my girlfriend, Lisa. Sweet little whore took me in with gratitude on my 14th birthday. She had a few exes from middle school, and her mom was a bondage queen. Before then, I had a gay experience in summer camp when I was 7. My bunkmates were experimenting, and made me their mofo unwilling guinea pig. I was blindfolded during the whole thing, feeling an 8-year-old's dick up my ass. I was not thrilled from the ordeal. But last January, I became curious from the recalling of the feeling, so I asked Jerry to show me a night. At first it was neutral, then he made out with me. His breath was minty with a hint of garlic from something he ate. It was cool with me. Then he told me to suck his dick, and I did.
What?
The taste and sight did not thrill me, and he sucked mine. He got a rise out of me, but then I started to feel uneasy. It was minor at first, and I promised myself I'd see this through. Finally, he was in me doggy style. As he humped me, I was feeling it both in my penis and in my gut, worsening as he went on. And eventually, I embarrassed myself grossly. I came and fucking threw up simultaneously. Jerry had not come yet himself, and out of respect, he withdrew himself and asked me if I was okay. He cleaned me and my mess on his floor up. I felt so damn ashamed, but Jerry was kind and understanding to me. And it was then I confirmed it for myself that I was not gay, and Jerry and Dino agreed with me. So with that, I was able to move forward feeling more confident in my orientation. Anyway, after moving here, I've studied the times of exits and entries from the Chandler Chateau, looking for a pattern. There was definitely one with Robert, morning for breakfast at BK, and afternoon outings to
emailing
ITK
him something super
Barbara
gay,
appears
that
to come
way
out
it
mostly
triggers,
either in the afternoon or night, sometimes in the mornings. And Chris has no set pattern as far as I can tell yet, but I'll post new stuff as I learn them, some with, hopefully embarrassing photographs of Chris as I learn and take. Smell you later, Junior Jenkins Jinkies.
Junior
Christian
Jenkins
wrote
Jinkies.
to Jackie about his Jinkies escapades, and since she learned of the troll persona's sexual antics, she asked of Chris's fantasies, revealing that she was keen on experiencing anal sex. I've had the question of sexual fantasies posed to me before, and there are a few. One is having sex in a swimming pool, to emulate a dream I had of being lost in a water-filled labyrinth where I was intercepted by a woman, and we made out and had sex. I'm game for anal sex, as long as you're my partner, and you wore a strap-on or used a butt plug in me, as long as it is not
He's down to be pegged.
I also would like oral sex, swing set, pole dancing, me, you, or both at once, three-way with 2 women, role play, and others I can't remember right now. Feel free to suggest other sex play topics,
Abby?
and
I'm
I'll
ready
let you know
for your
if it's
tip.
cool with me or not. It's no problem, we're not having sex yet, so we can talk about it freely.
This is a
You and
really
I are close,
sex-filled
metaphorically,
episode.
until we meet in person when we'll be a lot closer. Semicolon close parentheses. You turn me on with your kindness and understanding, and your pretty self adds well to it. I want to kiss you, Jackie. For now, it's a compliment, but don't hold back when after we hang out for a while and you want to kiss me too. In a later email, Chris complained that due to his parents' ages, they were too overprotective of him, so he felt that having a girlfriend would allow him to stay away from his parents' reach for longer. He also elaborated on his SSDI payments, or what he dubbed the tugboat.
The tugboat.
I use the term tugboat in reference to the expression, our ship has come in, which is in reference to a huge amount of money coming your way. The ship is defined normally as a luxury
It's a
cruise
Vader
ship,
time I
yet
have.
it can either come in without
Several
trouble
times.
or more likely sink and fail. A tugboat is more reliable, and it comes in at a scheduled time per
Yeah,
ship.
this Chris
A
Chan
tugboat
stuff is
less
something
likely
else.
to sink because it is built more durably than a cruise ship. And that is why I call my monthly SSI income my monthly tugboat. He revealed that out of his monthly income of $820, he paid $480 to Bob for rent.
Then he got $820
to help
of
pay off his
fucking
credit card
disability?
debts. Out of the remaining $240,
Monthly?
which he was free to use as he wished, $17 went to game rental service GameFly, $11 to movie and TV streaming service Netflix, $50
I
to pay
can
off
use
a new credit
$820
card which he
a
received
fucking
without
month.
informing
Shit.
his parents, and he bought himself a new PlayStation Network gift card worth $50 every month. In addition, he let her know that he applied for a part-time job at his local Walmart, which would allow him to make extra money while keeping his tugboat
You got a new
intact.
Apple TV?
Jackie instead insisted
It's
that he push
Vader
for a full-time
time.
position and get rid of his tugboat altogether. She greatly emphasized that he had no need to possess the over 400 games he had across all of his consoles, and strongly suggested that he sell them. He was shocked at her harsh tone, but appreciated how concerned she was about his living situation. Listening to her advice, in early August, Christian traded in 18 games at the game retailer GameStop in exchange for $50 store credit, which he set aside
18
to reserve
games
the
for
upcoming
50
game
bucks? Fuck,
Little
he
Big
got
Planet
fucked.
2, Collector's Edition. Upon hearing this, Jackie was understandably upset with him, since he failed to understand that the reason for cashing in his games was an attempt to kick his gaming addiction. Chris stated that he intended to sell more games for cash later on. On August 3rd, Trolls attempted to drain his savings account. The payment
Retropalooza
was rejected,
Houston.
but
I'm ready.
nevertheless, Chris had to pay
My tips are ready.
$35 as a return fee. He then found the courage to inform his parents about his secret credit card. I have informed my mother about the credit card first. She is more calm than Dad is. I've asked her to relay the news to him. I feel if I do it myself right off, he'll not only get super angry and raise his voice to loud shouts, but it would just put me into a state where I may as well be lying
sometimes they
cowardly
have some
on the
pretty
floor
good
in
trade
the fetal
deals. You just
position.
gotta see which
This way,
games
he gets his
they
anger
have the
out
good
into
trade
the air
deals
only.
on.
Mom would leave the room during the time, and he'll have time to recover and calm down before confronting me about it, not as loudly. My father is currently monitoring my bank account. He asks for a bi-daily printout of the current online statement information and any pending transactions. Your suggestions of having him lock up my console for a week and such have been noted into my memory. I'm not saying it is a bad idea, I'm just not comfortable with it.
I feel
Bob took
stuffed.
extra measures to manage Christian's spending
I ate like a
habits,
pig.
which Chris mistook for a scheme to outsmart the trolls. Christian then pawned off another 36 games for a return of $42, of which 10 he
36
deposited
for
into his
40?
bank, and the rest he kept for himself, outside of Bob's sphere of influence. Jackie then
Michael?
encouraged Chris to draw them having sex together in a very specific scenario.
I don't know, Dork.
You know,
I'm
you
new
described
to
your
this
fantasy about having sex in the pool in the guy's locker
documentary,
room. I'd love to
so
make it a reality. Can you show me a
for the
preview by
sake
drawing
of
us together in
not
a pool?
spoiling anything
We
for
would
me,
just be tearing at each other.
don't ask.
But then we get caught. A bunch of
'Cause I'm
guys
new
come
to
in
this.
surrounding the pool and just stare at us. But we're so enamored with each other, making such passionate love, that we just don't care and we keep going. And then all the guys get turned on by watching us, and they start jacking
I'm
themselves
watching this
off
all for the
into
first
pool.
time, guys, so
Circle jerking is such a huge fantasy of
lay
mine.
off on the
Do you think you
spoilery
could draw
questions.
something like that for me? Oh, Chris, I'm so hot right
Please.
now. I feel like I
Thank
could
you.
squirt. I look forward to hearing from you. Chris showed great hesitation to complete the drawing, mostly due to the request of having to include masturbating men. On August 10th, Alec Benson Leary called the Chandler household, posing as fictitious Gameplace employee Matthew Nobles.
Hello, is this Robert Chandler?
Yes,
Hi, my name is Matthew
call.
Nobles. I think you just tried to call me back. I left you a message.
yes. What's your problem?
Well, actually, I wanted to talk to you about something. I'm an employee at the Game Place. I apologize for calling you so long after the incident occurred, but given your son's continued harassment of our store, I felt we needed to
The
speak to
gaming
you.
place now. This place downtown, by the Omni.
Correct.
Okay. What's the problem?
poor
Well,
Bob. Why
I'm
they
sure you're
trolling
aware
Bob?
of the little incident your son, Christian, had when he came to our store early in June.
I didn't know he
when
came
he
to your
attempted to get-
store early in June.
Oh, you were unaware?
I knew that he had a lot of problems with you people several years ago.
What do you mean, you people?
Well,
when you
what
basically
happened was...
kicked him out and everything else for no reason of his own, and his mother
well,
and everybody else. I don't really like your place. Now,
I didn't know he'd been there in June. Now tell me about this.
Well, basically what happened was he came in, he wanted to speak to our manager, Mike, about getting himself unbanned. Mike refused to speak with him about the matter.
That threw him out. Mike's been persecuting him for years, and I don't like Mike. This whole thing was a setup at the very beginning with my son. Now, I didn't like it then, and I still don't like it. Now, what happened in June?
Sir, well, after he left, when he couldn't get himself unbanned, he came back several days later and was taking pictures of people in the store.
Well, that's not illegal.
One of the patrons, some people felt that he was threatening them, to be honest. Mike was there, and he became angry and called the police because your son was trespassing.
Well, he hadn't told him he didn't come in there. It's a business place. Now, Mike and Megan are the ones that conspired together with a couple of other people, kids there, I think were gay, to persecute and torment Christian for years. Okay, I don't like Mike. I'd like to talk to the owner of the store. Damn. I could really feel him about the people he employs there. Okay, I could tell him a lot.
Well, regardless of that, sir, I don't know about any of that. All I know is that your son was banned
that all figures into this stuff. It certainly should.
Sir, I called to inform you that even though the police came and made your son sign a trespassing notice, that he continued to harass our store online.
I don't think it's cool to harass
all over the world.
Or troll.
Let me tell you something, fella.
Like,
you know what?
Bob didn't do shit to this guy.
That I think started at your store with Megan and Mike and 2 or 3 more. You know what they just did a week ago? They just broke into his checking account, got his checking account numbers and routing numbers. They broke into his Best Buy MasterCard number, and they stole his ID and all of his password information. They went into that Best Buy checking account.
This guy's a jerk off
trying to ruin
Bob.
his credit and made a payoff on a check that had no funds in the checking account.
And Bob gets a little winded too. This long-winded. Bless his heart, though.
Now, this all transpired a week ago. Now, I'm not going to listen to your petty stuff, okay?
What's up,
you
Dobbs?
have people, including Mike, and I could tell you 2 more names, but I can't think of them right now. But the third one is Megan, and I'm sure you've heard of Megan.
He really hates Megan now.
Out there in the store.
I've heard about Megan.
Yeah,
sir, I don't understand.
They're the people that are terrorizing.
What's up, Sega Seth? I appreciate that.
They're the people that are terrorizing.
Thank you. I hope you
okay.
Sir, the
hope you have a good day at work.
Bank accounts. I don't know why you're telling me about this.
Well, we think that people that come to your place do, and including one of your employees named Mike.
We don't control all our customers.
Now, if you would like to have me talk to your owner, I would be glad to, and my wife would be glad to go to a meeting with him about your place and how it's corrupting the whole neighborhood.
I kind of doubt that Mike himself is the guy who broke into your son's account. Sir, your son was banned from the store, and
fine, send us a letter. Send us a letter. Send me a letter, sir. Okay? I don't know who you are. Do you work for the store?
Well, I know that...
Oh, nice.
Do you work for the store?
Well, I'm glad some of you guys are really enjoying the streams.
I'm an employee.
I know it's not like anything groundbreaking. I'm just sitting here watching a documentary.
Sir, look, I'm getting a little tired of this, sir. I just called to inform you that your son trespassed.
Sir, I'm getting a little tired of your place.
There you go, Bob.
I don't want to be harassed by your place.
We don't like your son harassing us.
Message. How do you spell your last
Nobles,
name?
N-O. Sir, I feel that it was irresponsible of us not to inform Christian's parents. That's what I called, to inform you about his trespassing.
Well, just wait a minute.
I wasn't there the initial
VJC
years
for
ago
sure,
when
man.
he was banned, sir. All I know is I was there.
N-O-B-E-L or N-O-B-L-E?
Sir.
Sir, how do you spell your last name?
Exactly.
You've been yelling at me this entire time,
3-4
I don't feel
phone calls,
like,
1-4 commentary.
Sometimes
the calls do elaborate. There's some pretty funny ones.
Rather silly.
And then some of them are a little tough to get through.
I'm just trying to talk. I left you up.
Spell your last
He has
name.
been
Spell your last name. Hey, who are you?
I've already given my name.
You have not? What is your first name? Noble is his last name. I don't know how he spells it. What is it that you want? Because it sounds like...
There you go, Mama Bear.
You're looking to try to harass us and get something out of us. And we don't want nothing to do with you.
What's the gameplay?
Because you, I don't know what.
They should have just like got rid of the internet
I
at
can't
chance.
see you. I'm not down there. And you're.
The phone in?
3 days later, a brief article about Christian
ended.
Chandler was written on Wikipedia. The following day, it was slated for deletion and was removed from the site the same day. On August 20th, Chris sent Jackie his drawing of the two of them having sex in a swimming pool,
Chris
with
sent
no
a girl
sign of
that?
him showing intention of drawing her fantasy consisting of men masturbating to the pair. He also introduced to her his intentions of forcing into fruition a 10-year reunion of his high school class. I'm going to really push for my Manchester High School class of 2000 reunion today and this week. I'm going to get in contact with the principal, same dude,
Yeah, the
thank
internet
God,
was-
and insist on
internet
getting the person who put
helped
together
lead
the
to
Sailor
his,
prom to put the promised reunion together. I know it was promised,
What's up,
because at
Level
the end of the
1
slideshow they had at the prom, it had a huge message stating, "See you at the reunion in 10 years." I'm no longer going to take the insubordination and belaboring to no promise-keeping sitting down anymore. Jackie encouraged him to organize the reunion himself, since he had a lot of free time. Chris declined the offer for he had no experience in dealing with such things, and was not confident in his
You wish I
leadership
could do them every
abilities.
day?
Jackie
Yeah,
then suggested that he film
weekends
a
have been
video
busy
bringing
for me. I was
attention
in
to the
Dallas this
reunion and
weekend
asking for
wrestling.
help, with the first
So
draft
it was
solely meant for
pretty
her,
busy.
so that she could critique it and instruct him how to make a better video meant for public viewing. On August 22nd, encouraged by Bob, Christian returned to the trolling train forum as Jenkins Jinkies, giving a falsified account of a recent trolling. I made a call to their house and pretended to be a fan
I
of
get
Sonichu.
mad when they troll
Bob was
Bob.
bored, I guess, and he talked to me. After mentioning the trolls, Bob said to me, "Sissies that hide behind screen names and the internet are the biggest bunch of cowards and the scum of the earth. They are afraid to come out one-on-one, face-to-face. They would hide behind their mother's skirts." Then he directed to one of our own he found out somehow. "Females are the worst, such as Miranda Enjoy the Big Pickle Cosgrove. That surprised me greatly, but in defense for you, Miranda, Bob would be of no match against you." Then Bobby said, "Meet me in person at Burger King in Ruckersville any day, between
Give me a
9:30
second.
and 10:30
My dog wants to
a.m.,
come in.
and I will talk to you and your friends
Oh.
and answer your questions. Christian and
Did I
I
move
are not
something?
afraid
Okay,
and
yeah,
have
we're
nothing to hide. We are simple and above board." We chatted some more, and then he hung up. On August 24th, Chris made and then sent his prototype video addressing his high school reunion to Jackie. She reviewed it, and then sent some critiques to him via email. She suggested that he exaggerate his physical gestures and facial expressions to help make his appeal more emotive. She
sorry
also
about that.
advised him
Dog
to
wanted
address
to
the
come
trolls
in.
directly, since
Heard
they
at
would
the
probably
door.
be watching his video anyway, and have him gleefully announce that they would not get to him. Finally, Jackie asked Chris to use the Sonichu comics as a way to reconnect with his former classmates. He agreed to follow her suggestions and make a new video. In addition, he revealed that he sent a letter to Sony, linking to the trolling train and their nefarious schemes to plant viruses on games and downloadable content that Chris might purchase. After trolls found out about it, some members of the forum apparently got scared by Christian. Jenkins Jinkies contributed to the discussion.
Jenkins
Chris found this forum?
What's up, Board
I
of
agree with you,
Russia?
Miranda.
Fucking
What if Chris
jerk-offs,
doesn't download
man.
our virus at all? He's reading our
Excuse me.
plans. He may just boycott downloading anything new from Mod Nation or Little Fuck Planet. And even if
Little
Sony doesn't
Fuck
read what he
Planet?
wrote, they are aware of our shit as well. I tell ya, he ain't hiding. He's snitching on us for the fucking good of every lazy fuck on the PSN. Antiviruses can be put into any next update now. Plus, Chris may come out of hiding and make a video to put the close on our fucking repeated death rumor. And I've noticed something else. With my laptop, I managed to use a bit of his Wi-Fi. It goes all around his yard. It disappears nightly and sometimes daily. He's unplugging his internet, keeping us out. I have to hand it to him. He makes it frustrating to troll him. It's like we have to pay airfare or hitchhike dangerously and do it old-fashioned with accordion cameras and shit like that. Christian then read about a plot in which trolls plan to dig his dog Patty out of her grave in the Chandler's backyard. Jinkies then chimed in, quelling their trollsome cravings. I personally took a closer look at Patty's grave. It is harder to break into than Fort fucking Knox. The body is buried deep underground with cement blocks covering the site, and her heavy doghouse is on top of those cement blocks. I wouldn't be surprised if they cemented her grave as well. Also, the site is heavily surrounded by trees and heavy branches. It's like deepest in the mine shaft with cave-ins happening all the time.
Why are they looking at the
Thinking
dog's
that this
grave?
revelation wasn't enough to dissuade the trolls from canine grave robbing, Jinkies posted another story in which he went back to the Chandler's estate in the middle of the night and was threatened by the ghosts of an 8-year-old Christopher Weston Chandler and Patty the dog,
bullshit.
believing the trolls would be wary
up.
of approaching his house if they thought it was haunted. On August 27th, Chris published his refined video asking for a high school reunion, his first official YouTube video in nearly 3 months.
Hello. I am well known on the internet, sadly. I'm Christian Weston Chandler of Charlottesville, Virginia. I was a Manchester High School student, graduated class of 2000. And I am looking into having the reunion, or
like
putting
2 or
it
3
together,
years before I did.
because I have not heard from anyone about it, not even from the principal of Manchester High. Of which, so with that, I am looking out. I am looking out to everyone, to my class 2000 classmates. We know who you are, and I know who you are. Got your names in the yearbook, senior yearbook in my class. I have been looking forward to this reunion since the senior prom.
Shit, it's gonna be my 20th high school reunion.
See you in 10 years for a reunion. Reunion hasn't happened yet, and it has to happen. It was basically promised, not only to me, but to everybody who was at that prom. So this reunion has to happen, and I'm going to start it by reaching out to my classmates. And also, it would be helpful if I can also get in contact with those that have put together the senior prom back in 2000.
He then asks for his former classmates and organizers of the prom to contact him personally and recites his home address and phone number.
False identities will be discarded. So be sure you leave your message. Telling us your name, where you are right now, and your contact information. Basically your phone number. I will not accept email contacts. Because
Jerk-ups.
Basis of the trolls, of which that brings up my other topic that I would like to address as well.
Always has to bring the trolls up.
Cyberbullying and trolling, it's all not cool, because you're just basically mocking and terrorizing innocent people. It's not good. It's not cool. Not cool. You don't want to be a bully like those who have picked on you in any school, regardless of whether it was kindergarten, middle, elementary, high, whatever.
Jerk-ups.
We've all had
I like saying
bullies in real life.
jerk-ups.
Don't
Who let
be
the
a bully
trolls
yourself.
out? Man, there's a fly in my room flying around. It's
To
fucking
not
aggravating
cyberbully or troll anyone. And also, if you suspect anybody, any close friends, any neighbors, anybody within your working facilities, even at such companies like Sonic Computer Entertainment America or Nintendo of America, there may be a troll trolling somebody like me within the office. I urge you to do the checks and report them, fire their asses.
Damn.
With your help, we could put a bust on trolling and cyberbullying.
I mean, on paper, the idea sounds good,
It's
but
not good.
don't acknowledge it on a video, yo.
We need to take these criminals down for what they are doing. God will smite them. He knows it. He knows you're doing it, you damn trolls. And I know. I'm laughing at you right now. Oh, hey, here's a fun little joke. So I walk into a Burger King, and I says to the female long-hair employee with the pink shirt, "Am I fat?" No. Chris is fat.
Chris is fat.
Not cool.
Nah, dork, I firmly am against that.
You will be found in person.
The bullying should never happen in the first place, regardless if you think it's because he's cringe
not physical,
or
not
honest
physical
or
violence.
whatever.
You trolls are going down.
Some of the stuff that he had to do, that he went through.
And with the help of all the good people who agree with me.
I still would disagree. Like Blue
Trolling is not
Spike
cool.
and all that.
I would never dare to
That was a
troll
little bit too
anybody or
much.
bully anybody in real life.
Al
I
Pastor
urge you to
burrito,
report
nice.
any suspicious people to your local police department or Crime Stoppers. Also, some tips. Keep all your information, your personal information, off of the internet. You do not want anybody to be laughing behind your back of something that should be remain private.
Jerk ops, jerk ops.
And naked photos is no good either. Definitely not. So keep all private information to yourselves. Also, don't trust too many people on the internet unless you actually know that person.
Well, yeah,
in
but
real
that's
life,
not bullying.
and you trust that person, then I can say it's okay to trust that person over the internet. But be wary of most everybody else.
Be wary of anybody that you don't know, but he keeps
We're
giving his
the
passwords
Trollbusters,
out.
And together, we will
The
work worldwide to
Trollbusters.
stop the trolling and cyberbullying. Yeah.
What you gonna do in the jerk ops?
Class 2000
Are on
reunion.
you.
It has to happen, and I need the help of my classmates and the people who put together senior prom. Call me, snail mail me, get in contact with me.
Snail mail.
Have a good day. Be safe.
With Chris's return to YouTube, he felt that he had the upper hand to the trolls, but was in fact unknowingly following their instructions, acting just as they had expected. However, Christian was about to enact a scheme that he believed would surely get the best of his foes, once and for all.
What's up, Wan Lee? Next one. Make sure you guys smash that like if you haven't smashed that like yet. We're going to be continuing the documentary. Appreciate you. So that was 29. Make sure you guys smash that like. Let's get them likes up. Por favor. And subscribe if you haven't. If you're not subscribed to this channel. Give me a second. I need to run to the Albano. I'm not using it. I actually have to like just grab something out of it. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. Did you guys smash the like? Am I playing Season 3? I am. Or I have been. What's up, Megantron? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? I am going to be at Retropalooza Houston this weekend, by the way. If you guys are in the Houston, Texas area. Other people in the chat will be in there over there as well. Falcrow will be there. Dearest Abby will be there. So, if you guys are out in the area, hope to see you there. Let's go part 30. Where's part 30? There we go. Uh-oh. Look at the thumbnail for this one. Jesus Christ. Alright, here we go. What's up, Anthony?
What made him this way?
What is the attraction?
What is the attraction? What keeps us fascinated?
What keeps us fascinated?
This is the story.
This is the story
of Chris Chan.
Of Chris Chan. Ooh, doggy.
Captain's log. Stardate.
Captain's log.
August 27th, 2010.
Christian made a video telling his audience about an unfortunate event concerning his PlayStation 3.
You all are aware of my recent dilemma with being able to download videos and digital comics being disabled. Well, I just got through talking with technical people at Sony, and they encouraged me to go through an option number 3 of searching for corrupted data and clearing that out. But there was a problem during that, and the system suggested formatting my internal hard drive.
There's like 74 episodes, Matt.
Between me
so
and the
we got quite a ways to go.
Sony Computer Entertainment
What's
America.
up, Apollo Patriot?
And I said yes. Everything I have worked for since March 2007, since I started, save data, videos, music, photographs, everything that was saved on my hard drive. Gone. There's nothing to destroy. You want to destroy my PlayStation 3? Well, in a misguided error, I just did myself. So there's nothing for you trolls to be jealous about.
Yeah, he destroyed his
Nothing.
PlayStation 3 already.
Absolutely nothing. Feels like a whole weight has been lifted on my shoulders. In a way, you win. You win there. That's it. Leave y'all with that piece of knowledge. Let y'all contemplate. Have a, especially to Clyde Cash, let him contemplate the agony in the past.
Yeah, it was like something like that.
years?
I don't remember watching
Everything?
it, but it was kind of fucked up.
Alright. Stay safe.
After this incident, Chris informed Jackie via email that he felt like deleting all the data off his PS3 was akin to deleting his past lonely self. And with this fresh start, he began seeing playing video games as a hobby and not an
feel old yet
obsession,
at 360
and believed
in
that
Halo
this
3?
allowed him and Jackie
That's
to
not
establish a
old.
sturdy foundation for their relationship. Jackie then shared a link with him to a page on the Trolling Train forum for a list of challenges for trolls to accomplish, with high monetary rewards accompanying each one. For example, Clyde Cash would pay $4,000 to the troll who would film themselves having gay sex with Christian. The trolls encouraged Jenkins Jinkies, Chris's troll alias, to carry out the task, since he already had a gay encounter in his youth, according to his falsified backstory. Jackie highlighted that Clyde would pay $9,001 to the person who destroyed Chris's PS3 with a brick and offered proof. Upon reviewing the page, Christian decided that he would outsmart the trolls by filming himself destroying his own PS3 and get the cash reward in return. He found that he had backed up a lot of his data on flash drives, so he comfortably felt that he could use the $9,001 to buy a newer PS3 and pay back his debts to his father. He said that he would try to get a friend of his to film the destruction,
gamer.
and Chris would tell the trolls that it was Jenkins Jinkies who recorded it, though soon he decided that he wanted to have all the credit, and ended up filming the ordeal by himself.
I make this video
Uh-oh.
as a tribute to what I have lost, but also from which I have lost something that was of important value, but I am able to let go. It is the spirit of myself, of which was very lonely, but now I move on to a much brighter future. And now for the feature presentation on this video. What you are about to see is uncensored and unedited.
You bet $1 million 4chan has all Chris Chan videos?
Here in the back.
Well, they're already all on the Wikipedia.
The hard drive's still in there. Formatted as it was. And for a memento, I'm keeping the cover. Again, this is very graphic, so if you are weak in the stomach, especially as a gamer, look away. And I mean no disrespect to Sony Computer Entertainment America, maker of the fine product. Placing on the time.
Oh man. So fucking gullible, man.
Vessel of my loneliness within the past 3 years and anguish. I bid you a fond farewell. Adieu.
Well, they just explained it before the scene. Why? God damn.
Christian smashes at his PlayStation 3 with a brick for 40 seconds.
Crushed, unplayable, the deed is done.
After sharing the video with Jackie, she wasn't satisfied with the console's level of destruction and doubted that the trolls would be convinced either. Taking Jackie's suggestion, Chris once more took his camera and his PS3 outside
Jackie,
so that he could drive over it with his car.
Jesus Christ.
Well, you get the idea anyway. It's useless. Broken.
He then brings it back to his room.
Well, right over a car, it smashed through the brick. They thought I hit on the metal part and the heavy plastic. But still, when I plugged it in, it did not turn on. Actually, it went into standby mode, but that's all as far as it went. That's all as it went. So right now I'm going to finish the job. Finish the job.
Chris then stabs at the console's innards with a pair of scissors.
Fuck it, I'll break my PlayStation 5 right now for $3,000.
Look at that bin.
What's a jerk ops?
A whole bunch of stuff on it.
It's a phrase that Chris Chan said.
It's still good. It ain't now.
He called haters jerk ops.
After this latest pair of videos, he sent them to Jackie, along with a drawing of Chris and Jackie having sex against a tree as a group of Native American men and women masturbate to them. As opposed to the all-male circle jerking at the swimming pool, Christian changed the environment around her fantasy to reduce the number of men, and also made all the masturbators Native American, since he claimed that he was 1/16th Cherokee himself. Not long after, he sent the brick destruction video along with 3 post-destruction photos to collect cash, asking for the $9,001 reward. Let's talk business.
See, he thought he was going to get a reward.
I, myself, am aware of the trolling train.
Okay,
recently, I have mistakenly formatted my PS3 hard drive.
A troll said that, I think this guy, this troll he's writing said that they would pay if somebody destroyed his PS3 or some shit. So he thought he was getting a one-up and recorded himself destroying his PS3 so he can get some of the money, I guess.
You have a girlfriend now. I will not disclose her name, and she is aware of these factors as well. She has encouraged me to work for your reward offer. So, with the full intention of moving forward in life, I have destroyed my PS3 personally and video recorded it. I'm not going to put it onto YouTube yet. I will be sending you the link to the video file I will be uploading to a mega upload site right after I finish typing this message. At the moment, even if you upload the video yourself, it can be considered your word alone, possible movie editing and actors, and not fact. However, I am most willing and able to upload the video onto my own YouTube account personally. All I ask for me to actually upload the video onto my YouTube is the full reward, as posted on Trolling Train, of $9,001 in cash. No check, no digital transfer. Send me all of the cash in a big, bubble-wrapped envelope via snail mail. You have my good word that I will upload the same video onto my own YouTube right after I get the cash. Also, should you upload the video before I get the money, I can and will create a retractionary statement to the video and blow things out of proportion. Considering the previous trusted conversation between me and Sarah was provided with your full authorization, I will thank you for that peace of mind event.
Why is he trying to fucking negotiate?
I would like to see the cash in my mailbox, followed by in my hands within this week, before September 4th, 2010. Attached are 3 photos of the same PS3, post-damage for your preview. You, Sarah, and Penny all have a good and safe day. He offered to show the destruction by car video only after he received the reward money. Clyde Cash was dubious about Chris's reasoning and willingness to destroy his beloved gaming console. After failing to make Clyde believe that he truly smashed apart his own PS3, he finally gave in and sent Clyde links to the other 2 videos. After that, Clyde Cash redirected the conversation to Surfshack Tito, who allegedly handled all the money transactions. Tito informed Christian that he had apparently missed some prerequisites written on the original listing for the $9,001 reward, such as having to sign a contract for Clyde Cash, paying tribute to Surfshack Tito for security protection, and forfeiting the contestants' white women to the black man in the pickle suit.
What the
Most
fuck?
importantly, the challenge was meant to be completed by a troll of Christian, meaning that Chris was ineligible from receiving the reward. Chris nevertheless relented and pointed out that Clyde had instructed Tito to pay out the reward. He also mentioned that he was in contact with Jinkies himself and that they had an understanding. After a number of reschedulings, they finally settled on the Chick-fil-A in Charlottesville's Fashion Square as the place where an agent of Tito's would hand over the $9,001 in cash to Chris. After waiting for 40 minutes, no one came to meet him, so Chris went back home. He suspected that they were running late that day, so he gave Tito one more chance to have one of his agents deliver the money to him at the Starbucks in Fashion Square the following day. Surfshack Tito told him that his agent would be a woman with a pickle tattoo on her breast.
Pickle tattoo.
Meanwhile, Christian told Jackie via email that he felt emotionally tortured after destroying his PS3, and much to her disappointment, pledged to buy a replacement console as soon as possible. In addition, he complained that Tito told Chris that he had a conversation with Jenkins Jinkies, who said to Tito that he was not in alliance with Chris. Christian then devised a plan to make an audio recording of a supposed conversation between Jinkies and Chris to prove that Surfshack Tito was lying. Chris would end up not creating any falsified recordings and retire the Jenkins Jinkies character entirely out of fear of being mistaken for a true troll and getting arrested by police. He then informed Jackie that he told his mother that his PS3 died and then he destroyed it, before trying to revive it through some surgery and a checkup at Best Buy. She was shocked by the news and wanted to contribute $50 for a new PlayStation 3. I crashed myself at about 7 last night and fell asleep. I woke 3 hours later, finding my mother sitting in my chair in my view. She was emotionally torn up over me destroying the console for the trolls' entertainment. She and Dad are under an impression that the trolls were controlling me. I understand and helped her through her emotions and tears. I drove her to Walmart and walked with her by her side to relieve her pain. I was doing what a good child would do for their parent. Kristen sent Jackie another drawing of the 2 of them having sex.
He keeps sending Jackie
in a hot
drawings
tub,
of them
once again failing to fulfill her wish of depicting them in a pool surrounded by masturbating men, instead opting for a group of naked men and mostly women of different races. According to Chris, the puddle of semen on the ground represented a man who finished early and so left. On August 31st, Christian went to the Fashion Square and waited for the pickle-breasted woman for over an hour, but she never showed up. YouTube user 0ArchieBunker0 filmed a brief clip and took a couple of photos of Christian patiently waiting for his reward.
Damn, man, look at that. These trolls were fucking stalking his
After
ass.
returning home, he then demanded that someone come to his house to give him the money. Tito claimed that they eventually found the real Christian in a different Starbucks, wearing a Sonichu medallion and a brown striped shirt, meaning that they allegedly gave the reward money to Liquid Chris. Christian did not believe this claim and came to terms with the fact that he would not get any of the money from the trolls. He sent one final email to Clyde Cash. I am tired of your game of goose chase. I know you and Tito are not going to give me even half a penny of any money, even after I've broken my one PS3 I paid $400 for in 2007. You both want me to even beg. You can go point at your own damn snouts and oink like Eric Cartman, and then rape yourselves with your own damn Darth Maul dual lightsaber. Fuck off and die. Both of you! After handing in a large selection of unwanted consoles and titles to GameStop, Chris received $100 in store credit. He also received a loan of $200 from his parents after a lengthy discussion about the matter. On September 2nd, Chris used the $300 to buy a new PS3 and spent the whole day re-downloading his past games. Jackie was heartbroken by the news and pointed out that it would have been much cheaper for him to visit her in Tennessee. She then complained about all the times he had lied to her, including his claim of not needing to play with a PS3 for months. Christian sent her a lengthy reply, stating that when he drove to Ohio to meet Julie, his parents called the police on him. Similarly, when he was planning on driving to the anime convention Otakon, his parents threatened to call the police and have him arrested, and even change all the locks to the house so he couldn't enter his own home when he came back. He gave these situations as reasons for his hesitation to come visit Jackie. She asked him to return his new PS3. Christian declined, saying that he would not spend money as frivolously as before, and tried to set up a date with her on September 4th. He pointed out that his PlayStation 3 was more than just for video games, but also for surfing the net, playing Blu-rays and DVDs, CDs, and storing photos and videos. Jackie highlighted that all those actions could be performed by a PC. She also accused him of caring about his console more than he did real people. Chris strongly disagreed.
Jackie was
suggested that until they were willing to meet up in person, it would be best if they unglued themselves from their respective screens and began seeing other people in person. On September 6th, Christian made a YouTube video attempting to dispel troublesome rumors.
September 6th, 2010. I am not dead. I am very much alive, healthy, and well. And I aims to keep it that way. So don't believe any goddamn rumors from the dang trolls. Because you know they always gotta be falsified. And I'll tell you all something else. Patty ain't dug up. She's still underground. All the trolls are doing between their forum and what they spread about in their dang rumors is just blowing a bunch of smoke.
That's his Sonichu medallion.
So should you believe a whole bunch of smoke? No. Because all there is with the smoke is just a fire web of lies. So there. And also, I am going to ignore the trolls, and they are not going to bother me anymore.
He said that before.
I am regaining control of my life. They have played with me for long enough, and they're not going to play with me anymore. I'm not going to let them. And also, I will say another thing.
I need a Sonichu medallion.
Haters
I'd wear one.
hate.
Haters gonna hate.
The next day, after 2 days of email silence, Jackie asked him if he would ever respond to her. He did, stating that she was probably going to be the only pretty girl who could so patiently put up with his difficulties and quirks, and offered a compromise. He informed her that he made $130 in a few days, and was willing to make the same amount again and use this money to travel to meet her. She was glad to hear from him again, but sad to learn that he would not give up on his PS3. Jackie also confronted him about how he felt that only Xbox players could get addicted to their console, but not PlayStation connoisseurs. Christian then confessed that he did not hate the Xbox series of consoles like he did before, admitting that he tried them out at a demo booth. He revealed that he felt jealousy over those that could afford the expensive consoles, and hated it for its numerous technical flaws, and that it supported the HD DVD format rather than Blu-ray. He formally retracted his hatred for Xbox. "And you were right on me having no right to complain of other video game addicts, but I said those things to prove a point that people like them, including myself, and the trolls can better themselves by socializing off the internet and going out more often. I've been going out more on a daily basis, at least during the afternoon hours on average, leaving between 2 and 4 p.m., and an average of over 3 hours per day.
Wrong with it.
If I knew where to go, I would definitely go out at night and have more fun. But aside from the new Walmart to walk for a while, I do not have knowledge of such locations or how to act within their likely dim-lit areas. And, yeah, I do not really expect people to drop what they're doing and converse with me when I am unable to do it as easily as they are able to. But it is nice to be acknowledged and not to feel invisible in public. Seriously, even when I'm shouting while drunk or near sober, nobody gives me attention. I am ignored. And when I try to start something with a pleasant greeting, I am still ignored. And I'm right here, people. Aren't I handsome enough to attract your attention, ladies? WTF do I have to do to get even a hello from anybody these days?
I think this is an AI reading it.
It makes me feel like a social
That's why it
outcast.
says, like,
And I do not want to be a
WTF
social
and
outcast. Anyway,
just
I'm sorry for
sounds
stopping
weird when
communications
words
with
are
you
all-
for a short while. I needed some time for myself to collect
all
my
caps.
thoughts and come up with a reasonable solution to the disagreement. I felt like kicking myself over and over for saying the breaking up things I said in error. I did not mean it, and I'm happy to still be talking to you. And I really want to be with you. I'm re-raising the money as quickly as possible, and if I can't come up with it by the end of the month, I will dedicate 3/4 of my remaining money from next month to us, close parentheses. Jackie asked him to make a video to prove that he truly indeed loved her, focusing on their first date. She requested that Chris play a song from her favorite band in the background, by Crash Test Dummies, and feature some new drawings of the two of them. She also claimed to not care about the trolls knowing her name, so she allowed him to say it freely in the video. Jackie gave him 3 days to upload the video. On September 13th, Chris uploaded the video dedicated to Jackie, with a slideshow presentation featuring a mix of drawings and video game stills playing on his TV in the background, undiscernible for the majority of the video.
This is for you, Jacqueline, my sweetheart. I want you so bad, you know. I need you. You complete me so much. It's so hard to explain. I mean, you get me so excited. You get me energized. I just want to jump.
What's up, goblins?
You get me so excited, especially when I do things for you that you enjoy. That I help put together for you. It's just really awesome. Besides, as I said on that website, we're so much a match in many things. And you know, I could do a lot of fancy things for our first date. But you know, yeah, that's the drawing. That's a drawing right there. I mean, yeah, sure, got a little gamey thing in here, but you know what? It's a good way for
I like that song.
Especially since I did the drawings first hand by hand. Anyway, for our first date, like I said, I would do a fancy, but I'm a simple kind of guy, you know. A nice little dinner for two, maybe a movie, walk in the park, that sort of thing. So my fancy day is just mostly simple, really. Anyway, a little bit more of you. I meet you over at your place or wherever we decide to meet up. And then we head on out for our lovely day. We can go catch a movie. Maybe go see Disney flick. And then make out what's going on.
Yes, he's still trying to get laid.
And ride the roller coaster.
That's all Chris Chan tries to do, Billy, is try to get laid.
Ride the Ferris wheel.
He made this video to this girl named Jackie that he's been talking to for quite some time,
and then
actually.
we go to restaurant, depending on whether where we would feel like going, whether it be fancy or inexpensive. But this one was fancy, the one I put together for the first day here. Anyway, we just enjoy each other's company and the food. It can be candlelit.
Hopefully he can get his ass finally eaten. Hey, you know, maybe.
Hearts between us. And then you just race me on the way to the park, where we can enjoy, where we can slide down the slide. I can push down the swing, or just sit on the grass.
It's somebody messing with him.
Enjoy the moonlight. Romantic moonlight.
It's just been for a long while, actually.
And then when it comes to the apex of our evening, I can take you out to our car and then take you back home. And then if you want to, we can go back in there and really make love.
Really make love.
Oh, with protection.
With protection.
Because I love you and I care about you very much.
That's funny.
More than anything. I need you. I need you, Jacqueline. I don't ever want you to leave me. I need you. I want you.
He was trying to get money for destroying his PlayStation 3.
I don't ever want you to leave me, because if you leave me, that would just leave me very sad. It'd be so much heartbreak. I'd be down for well over a month. Don't even want to think about it.
Well over a month?
Don't even want to think about it. But I love you, Jackie. I love you! I love you, Jacqueline Romney. Come to me, or I will come to you. And we will dance the night away, or hang the day away, and see where it goes from there. You make me jump. You make me jump!
You make me jump.
I love you so much! Can't stand it. I really can't stand it. Nothing's gonna come between us, sweetheart. It's you and me forever. I love you.
He soon after made another video, confessing that he no longer hated the Xbox. There are some loud moans heard in the background at several points in the video.
No, those weren't fetishes.
Some have theorized that it was his father, Bob, in
Jackie
poor health
sent
at the
him to
time,
do.
but it is uncertain.
Captain's log, stardate
So, like,
September
Jackie
13th,
was like, she requested him
2010.
to do certain stuff
I am
and
making this
to
video
draw
to
certain
make
stuff.
a public statement.
All those photos you
I
saw
no
that he
longer
drew,
have
the
any
person that he thinks is a girl
or
that's in love with
hatred
him requested him
or
to draw that.
anything, any beef against the Xbox. It is a good console, a very good console. About equally as good as a PlayStation 3. Yeah, it cannot play Blu-ray, but it is still a good console and is just another gaming console. Just like, you know, I guess just like PS3 is another gaming console. Another Wii, or a Wii is another gaming console. And you notice there's a depreciation in the number of gaming consoles in the center. Because the gaming edition is gone. I have gotten rid of the hoarded systems and games that are open. I have
He's just like droning on and on. It's like, fucking, what are you talking about?
I would like to make another statement. I have no hatred or anger towards the gay men. None at all. No,
See, he's
no
only
question.
saying this shit
Straightforward.
because he's
I'm
being
cool
requested to say it.
I'm cool with you gays, you know?
I'm
You
cool
go
with you gays,
do what
he
you want to
says.
do, just, you know, keep it to yourselves. That's all.
He has
We're
music
all
playing.
equal people. We have every right
That's
to live
whatever.
our lives free.
He has like a
however
video game song playing or something.
However each of us individually chooses. So there. Let's see, that was another thing. Another thing. Anyway, that's essentially that. Oh yes, I just remembered the other thing. I remove all hexes and curses to every single person I have ever around the world that I have ever left a curse on. So consider yourselves cleansed.
This alpha again? What do you mean?
You're all forgiven.
Classic visual, I think you're behind.
Every last one of you. Forgiveness.
Make sure you click the part on the bottom left that says live.
I bet you a good
Click
day.
that.
A safe one too. All of you.
Later that same day, Chris sent Jackie a drawing of her naked self being ejaculated upon by Chris and 3 other naked men, one of whom was black, and another was devoid of color entirely. The scene was depicted from the black man's pubic region's point of view. In response to his video concerning their first date, Jackie was pleased with his energy, but disappointed with the amount of screenshots used from his Little Big Planet date level, which he had originally made for Julie. She requested that he make another video, this time singing over the Crash Test Dummy song with his own lyrics, while dressed up as her favorite character from the anime series Dragon Ball Z, Mr. Popo, since her favorite holiday, Halloween, was coming up soon.
Sup, NES
On
Wizard?
September 16th, Chris fulfilled Jackie's promise.
She wanted him to be Mr. Popo. She made him do blackface.
I have glasses for a genie, Mr. Popo.
Jesus.
I tell you a story. It is a good story. You will enjoy story.
See, he was so naive, he didn't even know. Like, these trolls know what they were doing by making them do that.
Was born with some autism and yet made a few friends, but
The fucking jerk
after his
ops.
high school years, he lost his friends and was troll tortured.
He thought he was being Mr. Popo.
Just of his material things. No.
I do like that song though by Crash Test Dummies. I forget what song it reminds me. Would I do that for a game? Which game are we talking about?
No sayings on the fiddle like this. Ain't no sayings on the fiddle.
Just kidding.
No sayings on the fiddle like this. A song your day, wah wah, ho ho hey ya ho.
What he used to paint his face?
Ain't no
I don't know.
sayings on the fiddle. No sayings on the fiddle like this. Ain't no sayings on the fiddle. No sayings on the fiddle like this.
Apollo, Game Changers just asked me the same question.
Happy loving between me and Jackie. I love you, sweetheart.
Maybe he used dicing, I don't know.
On the day he finished his Mr. Popo video, Chris told Jackie about an email he received from someone whose name was Robert Paulson, who claimed that he was her boyfriend and attached a nude photo of her. Jackie stated that she didn't know who Robert was, but revealed that her ex-boyfriend, Lars, was the only person who possessed that picture. She vowed to make him pay for not deleting her nudes. In addition, she asked Christian to make one video for every day in October for a so-called contest called Jacqueline's Naughty No Trick All Treat 31 Days of Halloween Contest.
No trick,
in each
all
video,
treat.
Chris would have to dress up as a character of his own choosing and reveal some information about himself. She stated that simple 30-second long videos were fine. If he completed the challenge, they would have sex on November 1st.
She
If
told
he
him
failed,
he has to do
then
this
he would have
challenge
to wait
of
longer
sex.
for another chance for them to meet up.
Jesus.
He replied, stating that he thought the contest
See,
idea
he's always
sounded
thinking
fun,
with his
but he
dick.
declined to participate since there was already so much personal information about him online. Jackie was hurt by his refusal, clarifying that she was interested in learning simple, little things about him, such as his favorite food. Since he declined her challenge for sex, she allegedly cried, having her night ruined. Chris apologized, becoming more open to the idea. He also fulfilled another request for Jackie. He attached a collection of photos of his room, offering a near 360-degree view of his personal space. She was thankful for the pictures and clarified that he did not have to come up with elaborate costumes for the videos. She also wanted to get back at Lars, but had no way to directly contact him, so she asked Chris for advice. On September 22nd, Christian and Jackie had their first chat on AOL Instant Messaging, during which they discussed in depth his trolling experiences and his sexual activities. The following day, Chris talked about his idea for a specialist task force to stop trolls called Trollbusters. There are people around the world who for their own individual reasons seek cruel laughs, fun, or comfort in making fun at other people's expenses.
Not everybody
All
can hold a
celebrities
tune,
included.
dork. You can't hold that against
Christian
people.
Weston Chandler of Ruckersville, Virginia, United States of America, have fallen victim of these cads, these scoundrels, these scumbags of the Earth's soil. As the years passed in the story creation, I later discovered that I was being bad-mouthed behind my back in November of 2007 by individuals who hide behind the mother's skirt of the internet, who are referred to as trolls or cyberbullies.
Which is why it's not that bad of a deal,
include that of 4chan, the pedo bear,
to have sex
the
with
epic
Christian,
smile,
be over in
Charging
3
Malaysia,
seconds.
the list goes on. They all think that they are of a high and mighty rank above everybody around the world, including and especially every individual who they make dark mockeries of. These trolls not only put in their own twisted, evil thoughts on the innocent people they pick on, but from everything the innocents put on the internet, from typed, quoted text, drawings and photographs, YouTube videos, etc., etc., etc. And even worse, the trolls deceive and blackmail us innocents by establishing online relationships, making us open up emotionally to them to confide our private truths, photographs, videos for footage. Their hacking prowess is unknowingly powerful, depending on who is in their organization for their crass lulls, which I personally define as laughs.
Yeah, that's why I said I think it's an AI
I tell
voice
every person
reading
who
this
has been, as well as
documentary,
not yet but will be, tormented and found by a troll/cyberbully. You all can protect yourselves by simply practicing the safety advice from me here. as well as other cyberbully prevention organizations found on the internet and in real life.
What's up, Fake Vania?
Google
How you
these
doing?
places. Chris offered a list of precautions to take to not be trolled, which included not giving out personal information over the internet, not posting private photos which you may not want others to see, keeping a close watch on people around you in real life in case some trolls follow you around, and having a good, happy reputation by being generous, kind, and caring. If you are a victim of trolling/cyberbullying, and you know who the person is and where they are in real life, there is a good chance you'll be able to legally sue them. Talk to a legal attorney for more information and details on how. And if you are a troll or cyberbully, and you know who you are, you'd be doing yourself a favor giving up your ways, because you will be found and punished. Like the Trollbusters, Cal and Dee Dee of Quickville, Virginia, who always catch the troll in the act. You can do your part in stopping the trolling and cyberbullying. Soon after, they had another AIM chat, in which she discussed her tumultuous relationship with Lars and the constant fights they had. Jackie revealed that Lars had a large collection of toy boats, many of which were constructed poorly, and many others remained unopened in their boxes. This characteristic was conceived as a parody of Christian's own obsessive patterns. Lars had been bothering her recently, laughing about spreading her nude photos to other people, so Jackie wanted Chris to make a video targeting Lars to scare him away from contacting Jackie ever again. She sent him a link to one of the model boats he possessed, a miniature-scale replica of the Titanic, as inspiration for his video.
Could be better.
Chris suggested that he could build the Titanic out of Legos and sink it as a way to intimidate Lars. Jackie specified that she wanted Chris to say the phrase, "Consequences will never be the same," an infamous quote uttered by the father of mass trolling victim Jesse Slaughter.
"Consequences will never be the same, you lying bunch of pricks!"
She wanted him to upload the video on September 25th, which would have been their anniversary. Adhering closely to her wishes, Christian delivered the video on September 25th, as requested.
Good afternoon. This message goes out to an ex of my dear beloved sweethearts, who goes by the name of Lars, who had an obsession with
We'll run, don't feed the trolls. I mean, you're not wrong on that.
Titanic-like boat. He is piloting it. Let's see what happens to his boat. Oh, look at me! I'm sailing in my Titanic-like boat that was originally for my girlfriend, who is now Christian's girlfriend.
The girl and her
today
father.
was our
What are you talking
anniversary,
about?
This 25th of September. Oh no! What's this? A sideburn! It gets better, you know what? Because here comes the demolition team that finds the remains of the sunken ship. Boom! Boom!
Boom!
Oh, and here's the captain of the ship. What remains of him, anyway?
I have no clue. I don't remember.
Weak as dirt.
Oh, I don't remember any of that
The
shit.
consequences will never be the same. Lars, you are no match for me and my muscles.
Soon after, Chris uploaded a video in which he sings over the song You've Been Trolled by 8-Bit, which he first saw on Flipnote Hatina.
You've been trolled, you should probably just fall when the only winning move is not to play. And if you keep on trying, endlessly replying, you've been trolled, have a nice day.
I think he has a...
This video portraying and projecting the anti-troll cyber.
He could have been a star. I think he was ahead of his time. Cartoon Network could definitely do stuff with him now. Shame he
and other things. Softer, smoother
fucked up
skin
his life.
in a week or so. And not only that, it gets you clean.
Or she, whatever
and
you
makes you
want to
smell
call
good. I just use it to wash my hands. And I use it in the shower to wash myself vigorously. I certainly do not use any animals, my own jizz,
He was born
or
autistic.
anything else other than
He's autistic,
Oil brand
Apollo.
bars of soap.
It's called
and
having
body
a
wash.
mental
And
disability.
shampoo and conditioner. Available in anti-dandruff form. But anyway, oil of Olay. Softer, smoother skin in the week, and makes you very clean. Have a nice day!
In response to the ship sinking video, Chris received an email from Lars McNulty himself. Hey Fatso, you the fat loser my Jackie wound up with? Whoa, I must have done the number on her. If she'd be so traumatized she would sink as low as you. You know what ain't sinking? My resolve.
These are the trolls.
Don't you ever be showing my boat sinking. You're just lucky that wasn't one of my
trolls
boats.
Are making him
if that had been one of my boats, I'd have won your pasty fat
ass. A guy
ass.
fighting him over a girl.
Jackie's gonna be mine again. You just wait and see. This shit ain't over between us. Just look at my pic I gave you. You see I mean business. See how fierce I be. The consequences ain't never gonna be the same. Smooth sailing, Lars McNulty. He attached a photo of a black man, which according to him was a picture of himself. Thinking that Lars used a photo of a black man to hide his true identity, Chris made another video attacking him.
Hello, Lars. I've got your email, and I got to tell you, you're a dang loser for
why did they
hiding
make a video about Lars?
A dang photograph. Anyway, it's over. It's over. You've lost. Your history. You're kaput.
Kaput.
You had your chance with Jackie, but you lost, buddy. You lost. You kept concentrating on your dang boat.
I wonder if Chris Chan to this day thinks that he was in all those relationships.
Now she's with the real man. I will satisfy her needs and her desires. And if you ever want to be happy with yourself, you grow up. You grow up. And you stop thinking about yourself. Yeah. You grow up.
Your comments getting deleted? No, Zombie, that's the first comment I've seen you put. I don't even have my hand on a keyboard. How would I be deleting your comments?
You're going to have to deal with me, definitely. Down to the last sweat or breath.
After watching the video, Jackie informed Chris that it was actually Lars in the photo. Upon this revelation, he stated that he was fine with her having a black partner in her past, largely thanks to seeing many interracial couples on television. With his relationship with Jackie still holding steady and promising, the introduction of an ex-boyfriend provided a new foe in Chris's life, which encouraged him to release his inner emotions in video form once again, adding more excitement to his internet presence. For while he may not have been aware, the trolls were the screenwriters of his life, inserting love
no
interests
comments were
and
deleted
villains
at all.
as they
I would
wished,
see if
in
anybody
order to
was
entertain a very peculiar audience,
and if anybody
of a man
did mod, you would
unwillingly
see
starring in his own show.
Yourself that you were modded. What a journey. What a journey. I think I'm going to end the stream early tonight, though, guys. We did 2 parts. I do appreciate everybody that hung out with me. I'm just tired. I'm tired today. I'm fucking exhausted. Make sure you go and check out my videos from today. I did like 2 or 3. I see a lot of you guys in the streams, but some of you guys I never see on the videos in the comment section. Please go and check out the comments. I mean, the videos, and leave a comment, hit like, and all that.
What made him?
I'll try to stream tomorrow. I do appreciate you guys. And I'll see y'all later. Thank you for hanging out with me. Take care.